So recently this young lady slid into my Instagram DMs. Already smelling a rat, I decided to go and investigate. Now, having a quick browse, there appears to be some raunchy looking pics of some woman who coincidentally looks a little bit like a girl I briefly dated in uni. Now that aside, it looks pretty obvious that this person is nothing more than one of these romance scammers. Now, the romance scam has been around for as long as scams have existed, and given the popularity of online dating, they're evolving all the time. Instagram, Facebook, other social media appear to be one of the more popular ways that these scammers will find and court their victims, which as always runs a little bit like this. Number 1. The scammer follows you, waits for you to follow back, or just messages you then and there. Number 2. The scammer chats to you as to build up trust and create your perfect partner. And to try and make you fall for them, usually they are someone abroad. Number 3. The scammer will then create some problem like they've been mugged or they can't afford a plane ticket to come and see you, and so they will ask you for money. Once you have done this, they will continue to create problems and ask you for more and more money, which will usually be in the form of gift cards, Western Union, or whatever else that they're deciding to use at the moment. Now, the romance scam is one that I find is particularly cruel and unpleasant. It's also one of the scams which I find people are most likely to fall for, and sadly it has left thousands of people with their finances destroyed and their hearts broken. So Sophia starts chatting to me on Instagram initially in the DM box, and then asks me where I'm from, and so I mention that I'm from the province of Ulster in the island of Ireland. Of course, that's a total lie. And Sophia here is apparently from New Jersey, USA. Now, it's not long before we take the chat over to my fake Gmail account and fake Hangouts, where she quickly asks me how old I am. I'm 30, why do you ask? Again, this is a lie as I'm actually 27. I'm 33 years old, show me pictures of you now. You're being very demanding, I really don't know you. Why are you talking like this? Asked the scammer. Well, you're telling me no a lot, that's a little rude. Now, we go back and forth for a bit until I send her an ancient photo from my Instagram feed of myself where I've let myself go a wee bit in the hair department. Well, this was actually around 3 or 4 years ago, and I was growing it out for a movie extra job. It's obviously not enough, and so she demands again. Show me pictures of you now! So I send another pic off my Instagram feed from a trip I took to Oregon around 2017, where again I look like a bit of a state. Now, Sophia wants me to be honest about something. Again, this is another trick that scammers will use, is that they'll talk about honesty or Christian morals in some bizarre way to try and gain your trust, and they will do it repetitively. Now, next she sends me some photos, all from the Instagram feed, which she's just followed me on, including one with an annoying Snapchat filter, and then proceeds to ask me the following. What do you do for a living? My land surveyor. And you? I don't have jobs. I'm still looking for jobs. I'm from USA. Okay, but we already talked about that. Now, that's another telltale sign that you're talking to a scammer. They're usually talking to multiple victims at once, so we'll lose track of who knows what about them, and you'll sometimes get the same info told more than once. Now we get to the juicy part of the romance scam. I'm looking for a better man that'll take care of me. Why me though? How did you vote today? Of course, this day being the day of the US election, and shame on her for not exercising her democratic right to vote. But could you blame her though? I mean, given the choice that you were given. Well, she doesn't seem to know why, or obviously doesn't even know that there's an election going on, and proceeds to ask me once again where I live, ask if I'm in the USA. So again we exchange messages back and forth, in which I tell her the same gubbins of her age and how she lives with her mum in New Jersey, blah 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 blah, I have no job, no hope, the same script as always. So I then decide to up the stakes a little, then ask her to send a photo of herself holding up 3 fingers. I then get a bizarre message claiming that she'll send me a pic of her touching her pussycat, and I get the following photo, which for obvious reasons I have censored. Now, just for your info, I did actually put that photo through a Google image search, and unsurprisingly that same photo showed up on some random porn site. So I ask our scammer for a scan of their ID card to see what they come up with. The results are pretty brilliant, and after about 40 minutes they come back with this absolutely brilliant fraudulent ID, which I think we should bask in its glory for a minute or two. So now that I've verified her ID, I get this message. I think you have trust me now. I'm so fucking honest. Aye, she's not just honest, she's fucking honest. How more honest can you get? Now, if we look at the ID again, we can see that Sophia has just had a who am I here moment and given me the wrong name.
Wait a minute. Who am I here?
Jerry.
And she covers his tracks by telling me that her parents named her differently, which, if that's not confusing, I don't know what is. And then I get the proposal. Why are you not telling me? If you're not ready to marry me now, just tell me. You have someone else, that's why. I have shown you the truth. Whatever that means, but the striking thing is the marriage proposal. I mean, it's not even 100 messages into our relationship, knowing each other for only about a day or two, and she wants to marry me already. So it appears I'm now engaged. Congratulations to me. Now, I think it's time to find out who our scammer is, so I go to Grabify and I create a link to a jewellery store to see if she'll click on it so I can find out what the location is. But she doesn't want a wedding ring. Yep, you heard that right. For some bizarre reason, she wants a Steam or Amazon card worth about $250 over a £15,000 engagement ring, and she won't click on the Grabify link. So we compromise. I'll buy you a ring and a gift card. So I go back to Grabify, and this time I get a link to the Steam card's website and I create another tracker link. Lo and behold, she clicks on it and I now have the full details. And no points for guessing where she's located. I even have the phone she's using for this criminal enterprise. So I go for my daily run down to Portobello Beach, telling my sweet Sophia I'll be back later. She doesn't waste any time, and moments after I get home I'm met with this message. Okay, I want you to show me the card. I think you're playing a game with me. I can see that you're not honest. I'm feeling I may have lost her. I decide to sort of reveal myself. How did you get your Samsung G930 phone if you don't have a job? That's late year I buy it. Is my mom that buy it for me. Yeah, whatever that means. Okay, are you sure you live in New Jersey? Yes. Really? Because I think you're playing a game with me. I didn't send Sophia the details. I just got off Grabify and then she starts to have a little meltdown. No, I don't fucking believe you. Bye. Fuck. Bye. I don't want to talk to you again. You are fucking up with me. Bye. Don't fucking text me again. I can see that you're not honest. Bye. In your life, if you text me again, I will fuck you off. I don't want you to text me again. I don't like you again because you're not honest. I can see that you can get to fuck. Don't fucking text me again. Bye. Block. Well, Sophia blocked me afterwards, but I reported her account to Gmail, so hopefully it'll be coming down shortly. Obviously this person has some severe anger management problems, so I hope they get the help they need with that. Now remember folks, be safe online, don't send money or anything to people you've never met before, and stay safe out there.